Gary and Curtis and Senator Koster to speak before me is these are three members of the Democratic Party, including all of you that are here today, that I have looked up to as role models throughout the years, and that has helped make this decision for me to become a member of the Democratic Party. And I really appreciate you guys being good role models tonight. And also, there are several state representatives here, several from out of town, one from in town. Got Jason Holzman and Jonas Hughes and Mike Talboy. Of course, the great Luke Scavuzzo. These four gentlemen here, they also exemplify about what you can do if you put people above politics in Jefferson City, because they work with Republicans, they work with Democrats, they work with anybody, because they look at issues that need to get done for the people of Missouri, and they put the people of Missouri first. And that's why I'm so glad to have them here today as well. Well, I stand before you today to announce my decision. I'm going to seek the Democratic nomination for the State Senate in the 31st District. I'm running for State Senate because I love this community and I want to help bring about change in Jefferson City. I could no longer explain to my dad, who is a retired member of the Steelworkers Union, why the state just made it more difficult for workers who get injured on the job to get workers' comp. I could no longer explain to the people with disabilities who have come and visited the state capitol why we, as a state, had just taken away their access to oxygen tanks and wheelchair batteries. I could no longer accept that I was working for a government that lost its commitment to our public schools and universities. So I'm here to announce that we can do better. And I want to use my experiences working in the legislature to fight for working people, public education, and middle-class families. I'm a strong advocate of public education. I grew up attending the Harrisonville public schools, where I later worked as a substitute teacher. I will work to ensure that our communities have the tools to provide a world-class education for our children. We need to provide greater incentives to attract quality teachers, such as loan forgiveness programs and incentives for those who have been out in the workforce who want to become teachers. I will also work to provide greater access to higher education. I received my undergraduate and law degrees from the University of Missouri-Columbia, and I could not have done this without access to scholarships and also student loans. With advances in technology and a more global job market, it is becoming more important than ever for our high school graduates to obtain a college education. I work with administrators and faculty from the University of Central Missouri and the University of Missouri Extension offices to help find local solutions to increase access to higher education degrees here in the district. As your state senator, I will work to provide greater access to health care. We must do everything possible to restore health care coverage for disabled Missourians and for our children. We must provide greater access for small businesses that provide health care coverage for their employees. Our state government has turned away billions of dollars in federal aid to health care by making cuts to Medicaid programs here in Missouri. We must work to attract good-paying, high-paying jobs in Missouri. We can do this through greater economic development incentives and through attracting new industries such as life sciences to greater enhanced jobs in healthcare and agriculture in the state. We can also do this by creating tax incentives for those who buy automobiles and other products made here in Missouri. I'm proud to have grown up in a union household. Missouri has a proud heritage of standing up for working families. I will support working families by working to preserve project labor agreements and also by working to ensure that those who are injured on the job have access to workers' comp. And while I carry with me the principles that my family, my teachers, and my hometown taught me to fight for, I also know that politics is not just about fighting. It's about unity, hope, and bringing people of diverse views together to move Missouri forward. And while I have served on staff for Republican legislators, this is my first run for public office. I've always personally supported issues that I felt were right, regardless of Republican or Democratic label. and I will be a senator who stands up for working people, for public education, and for middle-class families. Like Senator Harold Caskey, I'm a pro-gun, pro-life Democrat. I was born in Alaska, where my parents adopted me, and I grew up here in Harrisonville. My family goes back 5 generations here in the 31st District. I deer hunt down in Bates County, just south of Ballard. I'm excited about the opportunity to serve the 31st District and to learn from the folks in our communities as I campaign to be your next state senator. If elected as senator, I will work with Democrats, Independents, and Republicans to find real solutions to tackle the problems facing our state. This is about hard work, not politics. These are the values I learned growing up here in the 31st District with friends from both parties. Public service should be about helping others, and I pledge to make this my duty in public office. As President Harry Truman said, we know that helping others is the best way, probably the only way, to achieve a better future for ourselves. I want to earn your confidence as I campaign to represent you in the Missouri Senate. Thank you. God bless.